there, welcome to this week's Plan With Me video. This week I'm going to be using another kit from my shop. I've been wanting to use this for a while and I just never got a chance to use it, I suppose. And so I thought this week would be perfect for it. This is called the, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, I'm pretty sure, but the Delphinium kit, which is these sort of flowers. So this is actually drawn by Violet, and these were some original flowers that she had drawn a while back, probably a couple years ago, and we weren't really sure what the name is because she kept nicknaming them pointy flowers, but when we actually googled them we realized they were called Delphinium, so I've called it the Delphinium kit. And I have no idea if that, when people see that, they know what that is, because even I didn't know what that was, but that's what it is. I'm basically using a glossy kit today because that's what I had in inventory, and I have all of the sticker sheets except for the icon sheet because I don't really use the icon sheet, so I've just kind of left that aside. But obviously I'll always use the clip art sheet, the glitter headers. I've got standard headers, check boxes, date covers, ombre check boxes, full boxes, half boxes, and your bottom strips. So this is still in kind of like the old format. So if you watched my pink lemonade Plan With Me, that's kind of the new kit format. This one's an old one. I just didn't see the need to change it unless I got any feedback on that. So I've just kind of left it as it is. And yeah, I'm gonna start planning. So the week we'll be planning in is this one. As you can see, it is pretty blank. There isn't a lot going on this week for me. We do have Mother's Day on Sunday, which is great. I think the only things that I haven't actually put post-it notes down is that I'm going out for lunch with some friends on Tuesday, and I've got a working bee sort of event on the 12th, which is just like a software thing that I'm working on the side, and I've scheduled in time every week now to do that just so we can get some traction on that piece of work. But other than that, it's a pretty empty week, which I'm not going to complain about. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with all the structural stickers and then I'll be back to see you on Monday. So I'm back, and I guess I'll just start off the day. Alright, I'm gonna work out, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start from the bottom, work my way up. So weird to have a week where there just doesn't feel like there's a lot planned, but at the same time you know it's going to be a busy week in terms of, like, every time I say in terms of things planned, it's usually like going out with friends or external obligations, but then they still turn out to be really busy weeks because you spend all the time working on your own thing. Well, at least I can spend all my evenings. Like, I guess when you think of it being like a free week, it's not like I'm at home the whole week and I get to do anything I want. I still have to go to work. So, but I don't know, I guess because work, and for all of you guys who like go to school or go to work and stuff like that, it's a big part of your life. But if you do it for a very long time, it almost kind of, I wouldn't say melts into the background, but it just becomes so second nature in your life that even though it's a big chunk of your life being spent on something like that, it doesn't feel like a massive burden anymore. Like, I remember when I first started working ages ago, well, I've been working since I was 14, like I've always had a job of some kind, but when I think about work, I think more like when I started working full-time, for example. I remember like coming home after work and feeling completely wiped out because I just wasn't used to that sort of lifestyle where you go to work, like you wake up super in the early morning, and it's not like I'm waking up to, okay, this won't match. Maybe I'll use a green. I'll use a green glitter. Like with university, it's kind of like I would wake up, I would still wake up pretty early because I'd want to get to the labs by about 8:30 in the morning. So I'd still wake up early, but not 6 a.m. early. Like 6 a.m. is because of I work in the city. And so I but it was still different. It was kind of like I could wear my comfortable casual clothes. I didn't have to like present, or I don't know, it's a completely different lifestyle. It's a lot more chilled, in my opinion. I feel like university life is way, way more chilled. The transition between university and work was a huge one, and I think it took me a good 6 months because of the whole getting up super early, then turning up for work, and then having to be on for like 8-9 hours straight without a break. Like at least university, like you might study, but it's kind of like flexible. So you'd have like 2-3 hours of labs, maybe another few hours of like lectures, and then you'd have some downtime to like go study in the university. It's still like ongoing, but it's a lot more chilled in my opinion, whereas work is just like full on for 8-9 hours without a break, maybe half an hour if you eat lunch at your desk. So the lifestyle was so different, and I'm just thinking back to it now, and I'm like, I remember feeling completely exhausted when I first started working, and I was wiped when I got home, and I just felt like this is never gonna end. I'm always gonna feel exhausted, and this is my life now. I basically just get up to go to work to make money, to come home to just collapse on the couch and just pass out. So it definitely surprised me as I moved along in my career. Now, when I look at my calendar, I'm like, oh wow, there's like nothing on. It's so empty, so much opportunity to do stuff. But the reality is there's still a good like 10 hours a day that is dedicated to going to work. And what I'm really talking about is the evening. But having free evenings where I get to do my own thing is just like, it's so motivating for me now. The opportunities are there, and the opportunities are endless, and it makes me so excited and inspires me, and I can't wait to come home and work really hard and do a whole bunch of other things. I don't know if I'm making sense. But I think those of you who work like full-time jobs will probably understand what I'm talking about. After a while, it just becomes very normal. And then when you're not working full day, and then you have like the whole day free to just do what you want, it's like weekends, it's like, wow, this is like so amazing. Okay, well that just flew by. All right, so Thursday, I put down something for lunch. I was just wondering, I'm hoping I was actually planning what I'm supposed to be planning. Thursday, I have Japanese lessons, that's right. So I need to put down a half box for that. It's gonna overlap that part. So what I might do, I might put a full box down. Might do this. I'll do it this way. Put that there, and then have this kind of overlap it. There we go. Cool. And then I'll just put a glitter header on top of that. And then I can put my to-do list. Usually when I'm out for Japanese lessons, I come home feeling pretty, like, not drained, but I definitely don't work at the same capacity as I normally would, because I am a little bit more tired, just because I don't come home till probably 8 or 9 on the days that I go out for Japanese. So I tend to just want to come home and do something a little bit easier. So usually I like to spend that time maybe just cutting stickers or reading. I've been really getting into reading this year, which I never thought that I would be the sort of person to read. Like, I'm not a big fan of fiction books. That's just my preference. I like books where it teaches me things. So I'm really more a fan of non-fiction. But I am reading a little bit of fiction just because of the book club. As I told you guys, the book club that I'm in, there's one person in there who loves fiction so much. So we do read a little bit of fiction, but I've actually been reading more than what I've been prescribed to do in book club, which I'm still shocked that I'm talking about myself when I say that, like completely shocked. It just doesn't seem like something I would do, but it is me. So yeah, but I think, so I like to spend time in the evenings now. Just if I feel too tired to do any like serious work or anything like that, then I'll definitely like to spend it reading. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been really enjoying it. And I set myself a goal where I would, like, my resolution to myself was that I would try and read 12 books this year. I honestly am not trying to jinx myself, but I feel like I'm definitely going to smash that record, because I'm almost halfway through already, and we're not halfway through the year just yet. So I don't know, it's one of those things that I'm really happy about, really proud of myself. As weird as it sounds, every time I say, oh, I'm really proud of myself, I always feel a little bit like narcissistic when I say that, but I mean, I am proud of myself being able to read that much, because if you knew me beforehand, you know that I didn't like reading it. Oh, that is so strange how they're all lined up. Very unintentional. Wow, the weekend just turned out really... Okay, these days are just going to turn out really the same. I did not plan that at all. I think I'm just going on autopilot right now, and so I'm just not even really thinking. Okay, how can I not make it too same? Yeah, I think what I might do, maybe I'll put the full boxes up here instead. And then I can put the weekend banner on top of it. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with having it the same, I don't know, I think it just looked a little odd because it was very unintentional, and then it was like the rest of the spread doesn't look the same, so why these last 3 days looking the same? You know, planner problems. And then I'll just put this half box just here. Just so I have a bit of space to add whatever else I want to add. Underneath. There we go. Cool. Alright, that's done. Let's flip over to the sidebar, and I can use my last full box, which is Bloom Where You Are Planted. Get that even. Cool. And I finished this sheet so I can recycle it. So now I'm going to put down Habit Tracker for Halo Beauty. Oop. I'll put that just at the top. And then I am going to, because I realized I don't have a label for hydration, and I could probably use a hydration sticker, but I kind of want to use these side boxes completely. So I'll put that there, and then there you go. Cool. Now I've got a little bit of space left, which I can probably put some, like this washi strip. Will this work? And that just fits. That is perfect. Yay. Okay, cool. I'm going to turn the camera off and put down the rest of the stickers that I have in mind, finish it out, and then I'll be right back. I'm back, and this is the final spread, and I love how it came together. I love these colors. They're very strong. They're not my usual color, but I like how cohesive it all sits together, which is why I pulled the kit together to begin with. So yeah, I put down all the clip art, which you guys know is one of my favorite bits. I don't know if I put down any other stickers. So I got like some hot chocolate stickers from Pop Mix Design, Carolina's Crafts, Sweet Kawaii Design, Love Cloud Creations, Glam Planner, and then a couple of functional stickers, which I can't remember. Closet Planner Addict. I will link all the stores below so you can access them. I try and add more items down below because I do get some repeat questions, so I just try to link them there. So if your question isn't answered down below, then feel free to leave a comment and I will do my best to answer it. But that is about it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's plan with me. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, then be sure to subscribe. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.